curriculum for them to follow. That people can go in there to go and do a course in referee, in sports administration, in what have you, and climb all the way to the university level. And so this is a fund that all of us must embrace. We must get the needed money to support it. If government can think of maybe put some in a percentage on other fuel or any of our commodities that can regularly contribute money to this fund, I think it will help all of us. Mr. Speaker, I wouldn't speak for long on this issue, except to say that the minister has paved the way. I am also prepared to sacrifice my 1 month salary for the month of February to support this particular fund. I thank you very much for the opportunity.
The last comment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to add my voice to this laudable sports fund Act 2024 Act 1159. Mr. Speaker, coming from the center of the country,
where Ndogomoro and Babayara hail from. Mr. Speaker, I know the importance of sports and its infrastructural need. Mr. Speaker, Kofi Owusu and co, all who left indelible mark in sporting in Ghana, and their names, Babayara and co, being named as certain courtesies. My constituency, Kintampo North, is yearning for sports infrastructure. And I cannot do anything better than contributing to this statement and to appeal that a lot of people follow to make this fund a reality, so that athletes' welfare and their development, grassroots talent may be identified, so that the lower level, we poach them young. We get the footballers at their young age, we get athletes at their young age, and that will catapult into economic growth and youth empowerment. Mr. Speaker, I am by this to pledge 30,000 Ghana cedis. 30,000 Ghana cedis to be taken in 3 months, 10,000 per month. Yes, Mr. Speaker, to be taken in 3 months, because I have a constituency which is so broad, a municipality, Kintampo North municipality, and the commitments are enormous. And to also appeal that I'm making this passionate donation so that in future, any sports infrastructure be thought of for Kintampo North. We need to leave a legacy for Babayara, Ndogomoro, and Kofi Owusu and co. Thank you for the opportunity granted me, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, at least we now have to listen to the leaders. We start with the minority bench. Yes.
Speaker, may I draw your attention to the earlier agreement that 2 persons on each side and then leadership. So far, our colleagues, 3 persons have spoken on their side. Only 1 person, Honorable Vincent, he spoke on our side. So Speaker, we need to, 1 more person needs to speak and then leadership will speak.
Oh, Minority Chief Whip. Well, actually, I counted the man in the safari suit, black safari suit. I counted among your numbers.
They've taken a lot of our seats.
I'm sorry.
They've taken a lot of our
Yes,
seats, but
so
we'll take them back.
please,
We'll reclaim them.
You have a bite.
All the seats will come to where they belong. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let me commend the maker of the statement and the Minister for Sports. Mr. Speaker, the minority may not have enough to be contributing, so don't be too expectant from our majority side. But we have the ideas to help shape what we want to do. Yes, we are rich in ideas. Mr. Speaker, whilst I commend the Sports Minister for his 1-month donation, I am fortified in my 2-month donation of his salary. Mr. Speaker, I'm fortified in my belief that by the end of proceedings, he might move to 6 months of his salary, as he's showing leadership by example. So, Speaker, but...
Honourable Member, first Deputy Speaker to take the chair.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Honourable Member, you may continue.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, while we commend the majority side for their generous contributions and donations, whilst we commend them, Mr. Speaker, it is clear that it's symptomatic of the general conditions in the country. And we commend the majority that whilst they donate generously, let's also see how we can make it work in this broader perspective. So, Speaker, I'd like to reiterate the point I made earlier when this Ghana Sports Fund came up. I would like to once again draw the attention of the Sports Minister that beyond the donations from members of Parliament and interest groups, one key sector that can help drive this sports fund is the private sector and corporate Ghana. And I believe that the Sports Minister, working hand in hand with the Ministry for Finance, can have a framework where they can come back to Parliament with an arrangement where you can encourage private sector and they find it much more beneficial to also support this sports fund. There's no doubt that this fund holds the potency to help our sports sector and also help fill the infrastructure gap that we have by contributing towards its building and maintenance. Again, I believe when all sectors of our economy, from farmers to bankers to insurance institutions and all that are involved, including our cocoa farmers when they also have what they are supposed to get, each and every one can generously contribute towards this. But the last point that I would like to make and also emphasize on is that it cannot be driven by just individual donations. That will not be sustainable because the expectations from the sports fraternity, Mr. Speaker, is quite huge. And the task ahead for the Honourable Minister, for me, will be to work hand in hand with all the stakeholders that I've discussed with him too in confidence. And I believe that in sharing that with the broader face of our country, people will find it much more engaging, get the media involved, get corporate Ghana involved, and get the various stakeholders that can help drive it. But on this note, I want to commend him for this statement, and we believe that all of us are here to support him in this direction. Thank you. Yeah, Mr. Speaker, silver and gold I have none, but I have ideas to contribute. Thank you very much.
Honourable Member, we are most grateful to you, and we are grateful for your contribution towards the sports development. Yes, leadership. Yes, majority leadership.
Mr. Speaker, this is one instance where we will not accept a decision by the minority leadership not to say anything. Mr. Speaker, this is a statement that is also a fundraising event. This is a statement that is a fundraising event.
So we need to take more statements and then more pledges.
All I can say is that my friends on the other side are running away from contributing. I think you should contribute. The essence of the statement, Mr. Speaker, is to appeal to all of us to endeavor to begin to contribute into the sports fund some support to breathe life into the fund. Mr. Speaker, as we approach the World Cup tournament, we know there will be a lot of pressure in terms of resources to support the Black Stars and to support the various supporter unions who would want to go and support and cheer our team. I believe we all recall that there was a commission of inquiry that presented a report, a white paper adopting it, took place, the Jamekwe Committee. That committee report and what was adopted by government is to the effect that state funds should not be committed to supporting some of the activities when it comes to our tournament. The only lawful thing that state funds can be committed to is specifically financing the team to go and participate. But we all know that the team alone cannot just go and then participate and come back. The team does well based on a certain atmosphere. And so there's a need to create an enabling atmosphere in the country where the team is participating in the tournament for them to be able to deliver. I recall, Mr. Speaker, that when I was sports minister and we went to Equatorial Guinea for the African Cup of Nations, I had to commit a few days before the tournament to travel to some of the major cities in Equatorial Guinea to meet the Ghanaian community and convince them to leave their work and travel from the cities that they were working to Malabo and Mongomo, where we were playing. We also played in I think, another city, 3 cities. And when they are going, you will have to provide buses at the barest minimum. And then you will have to pay the tickets for them. A man is sitting doing his work in some city. You say you should leave and come and support Ghanaians because you are not able to ferry Ghanaians all the way from Ghana to come and support. So you want to count on the small contingent of Ghanaians who are in that country to at least show up at the stadium to support. It will cost you money, whichever way, no matter what sacrifices they choose to make, you will still have to spend some money. It might even be necessary to support our, supporters unions to go there. But the Commission's report says state funds should not be used for such activities. Very commendable position because of the abuses that we saw in the past. So we have to resort to raising funds through other channels to be able to support the Black Stars, create an atmosphere in the various stadiums where they will be playing in order to spur them on. So, Mr. Speaker, I think the statement is very welcome, and I want to commend the Minister for Sports and Recreation for showing leadership. I wish it were across all sides. I can see my brother, the former Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, during whose tenure a lot of gold was mined in this country. A lot of gold by small-scale miners and large-scale miners alike. I'm expecting somebody of his standing to urge colleagues to contribute generously towards the fund. So, Mr. Speaker, on that note, I want to announce that the front bench of the majority side, all hereby commit their March salary to the fund. Mr. Speaker, I am also authorized by the now Minister for Roads, who used to be on the front bench. He has also committed to spend 1 month of his salary also. Mr. Speaker, I also have the authority. On behalf of my constituents. I have the authority.
The minister said 2 months. You are reducing it to 1 month.
No.
He said 2 months.
Of his salary?
Yes.
That's his salary?
Yes.
Yes, that's
and
his salary.
And you are reducing it to 1 month.
No, I'm not reducing it to 1 month. Oh, when I'm the Minister for Roads.
Very well, very well.
The Minister for Roads who is committing 1 month. And all of us, the front bench. You people are bad boys. Mr. Speaker, I think the Speaker will have the last word on this. Mr. Speaker, I also have the authority of the Minister for Finance, Honorable KCL Atuforsen, Dr. KCL Atuforsen, to also commit 1 month of his salary to the fund. Mr. Speaker, but I can say on authority that my Chief Whip has decided to embarrass all of us. And so my Chief Whip says I should announce that he is committing 3 months of his salary. Mr. Speaker, after that, I will invite the Office of Special Prosecutor to come and find out how he's going to survive for the 3 months. From what sources of income he's going to survive for the 3 months. Mr. Speaker, so let me commend the Minister for making the statement, and to thank all colleagues who have commented on the statement, and also to thank those who have generously donated to inspire the rest of the country to follow suit and also make some donations. I think that the minority members, you can pledge. You can pledge. We know. Yes, our salaries are the same. We receive the same salary. There's no majority salary. There's no minority salary. It is all the same salary. So we expect you to make some contribution to support the Black Stars. Kabir is about to announce a contribution. Honorable Kabir is about to announce a contribution. Mr. Speaker, I think in addition to we making contributions, let us also urge our constituents, even if it is small amounts of money through Momo, 10 Ghana cedis, 20 Ghana cedis, let's develop a culture of supporting the sporting sector. We like to watch television, we like to enjoy football, but we must pay for it. It must be financed. And so everybody must drop in something. After a while, the industry will begin to finance itself. When the industry picks up, because it's a huge money-making venture, but you need to push it to the point where it will be attractive to investments that will enable it make the money to yield dividends. If we don't give it that push, we will continue to deprive ourselves from benefiting from the industry. On that note, Mr. Speaker, I thank the Minister for the statements.
Thank you so much. Yes, do we continue with statement?
Speaker, that is so. We want to take the first two statements as advertised on the order paper. Speaker, My attention has been drawn to the fact that the Minister for Energy and Green Transition is here. His business has been waiting for some time. So I want to plead with you that we vary the order and take motion number 14, Mr. Speaker. The reports have been laid, and the chairman for the committee is also ready to. Where's Bajra? Let me Bajra. Get Bajra for me. Speaker, so my prayer is that we vary the order and take item number 14 quickly, then we can come back and finish the other two outstanding statements. Then we can move to other business as advertised. Mr. Speaker.
Yes, the application is to vary the order of business to take item number 14 at page 6 of today's order paper.
Speaker, we will not object to that application, but he prefixed his application with the fact that we will revisit item 6 and take B chronologically in that order. I will rather differ on that when we take the statement advertised in the name of the Honorable Edem Agbana, we should take another one on our side. So we can take Edem's statement and then proceed to take that of any member on our side. We have Vincent, we have the Honorable Kabiru's statement, so that we can have one apiece on each side. So Speaker, we are in support. We can go ahead and take business item 14 as advertised.
Yes, that is a very good suggestion. And once we are talking about a statement, let me use the opportunity to bring to the fore that it is for a good reason that if a member is having a statement for the speaker to admit, these statements are transmitted to the speaker through the whips. Remember, this is very important. The reason being that sometimes you have 3, 4, 5 statements on the same subject matter coming from the same side, when others could be reduced into comments. Now, if you go by the practice and procedure, the statements will be channeled through the whips. Then the whips will have the opportunity to meet with their members and indicated clearly that you all have statement on the same subject matter. By agreement, let this person make the statement and others will reduce their own into comment. But if the statement doesn't come through the whips, they won't have the opportunity of knowing the nature of the statement and whether or not the statements are all on the same subject matter or not. So, honourable members, by practice, let's try as much as possible to route the statement through our whips. I am not personally happy when statements are given to me on the floor of Parliament for admission. I won't have the opportunity to read through the statement and exercise the option within the standing order to modify or not to modify, to determine whether it will provoke debate or it will not provoke debate. So it is good statements are transmitted through the various whip. They would analyze the statement. They may also do some modification about it before it gets to me. So I plead with honorable members to take note of this and follow the practice and procedure in transmitting the statement. Secondly, when statements are admitted, they are admitted for processing. After processing, it will end up being captured by the other paper. So it is not my fault that you bring a statement, the statement is not taken the same day, because the whips must process the statement to be taken. So I urge honorable members to bear with us in this direction. Yes, Whip, you are on your feet.
Speaker, we are grateful for your guidance and the directives given. We will relate accordingly, myself and my friend on the other side, and reach out to colleagues as we should, so that we can all be carried along. Speaker, you have had many occasions to speak to us on same subject matter in private, and for you to make an open statement must be a subject matter that you are worried about. We intend to deal with it as we should, and to bring finality to this matter. Speaker, we will act.
I'm more grateful. Our members' application to take the item number 14 has not been opposed. I will therefore call on the chairman of the committee to move the motion numbered 14.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I crave the indulgence of the House to take item 14, motion numbered 14, as well as 16 and, Mr. Speaker, 18. They are all related, and the report that I'll be submitting covers the three motions. Mr. Speaker, having said that, I rise, Mr. Speaker, that this Honorable House adopts the report of the Committee on Energy on the Master Gas Agreement between the Government of Ghana, of the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, and the Ghana Petroleum Corporation, GNPC, GNPC Exploration and Production Limited, Talo Ghana Limited, Cosmos Energy Ghana HC, Cosmos Energy Ghana Investments, and Petrosa Ghana Limited as contracted parties. Mr. Speaker, the same goes for motion 16, that this Honorable House adopts the report of the Committee on Energy on the amendment of the extension of the
Honorable
terms.
Chairman, are your reports contained in one document?
Yes, Honorable Speaker, that's exactly what I mentioned. For the
So
extension,
then in that case, let me go back to say that we are moving motion number 14, 16, and 18 together. Am I correct?
yes, exactly so, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, with the indulgence, I will present your committee's report. I would request that the Hansa Department will capture the entire report as being read, whilst I take the introduction, justification, and the conclusion of your report. Mr. Speaker, the amendment for the extension of terms of the West Cape 3-point agreement between the Government of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, and the Ghana Petroleum Corporation, GNPC, Exploration Production Limited Company, Talo Ghana Limited, Cosmos Energy Ghana HC, Cosmos Energy Ghana Investment, and Petrosa Ghana Limited. 2, amendment for the extension of the Deepwater Tunnel Petroleum Agreement between the Government of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, and Ghana Petroleum Corporation, GNPC Exploration and Production Limited Company, Talo Ghana Limited, Cosmos Energy Ghana AC, Cosmos Energy Ghana Investment, and Petrosa Ghana Limited. And, Mr. Speaker,
master gas agreement among the government of the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Minister of Energy and Green Transition, and Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, GNPC, GNPC Exploration and Production Company Limited, and Talo Ghana Limited, and Cosmos Energy Ghana AC, Cosmos Energy and Ghana Investment, and Petrosa Ghana Limited, were presented to Parliament
variously on 13th February 2026 and 19 December 2025 in accordance with Article 268 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Pursuant to Order 252 and 228 of the Standing Orders, agreements were referred to the Committee on Energy and Leadership of the Finance Committee for consideration and report. Mr. Speaker, I move to justification. The proposed extension of the West Cape 3 Points and Deepwater Tunnel Petroleum Agreements to 31st December 2014.
Honorable Chairman, the Hansard has captured it, so do the needful.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I conclude. The committee has examined the proposed amendments relating to the extension of the terms of the West Cape 3 Point and Deepwater Tunnel Petroleum Agreement, as well as the Master Agreement, Gas Agreement. In the course of its deliberation, some members raised concern regarding the use of corporate income tax, CIT, as security in relation to the gas sales under the agreement and the implication thereof for safeguarding the interests of the state. The committee knows that the agreements ensure continuity in production and enhance investment in the sector. The committee therefore recommends to the House to adopt this report and ratify by resolution. 1. Amendment for the extension of the terms of the West Cape 3 Point Agreement between the Government of the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Minister of Energy and Green Transition, and Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, GNPC Exploration and Production Company Limited, Talo Ghana Limited, Cosmos Energy AC, Cosmos Energy Ghana Investments, and Petrosa Ghana Limited. 2. Amendment for the extension of the terms of the Deepwater Tunnel Petroleum Agreement between the Government of the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Minister of Energy and Green Transition, and Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, Ghana GNPC Exploration and Production Limited Company, Talo Ghana Limited, Cosmos Energy Ghana AC, Cosmos Energy and Ghana Investment, and Petrosa Ghana Limited. And finally, Master Agreement among the Government of the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Minister of Energy and Green Transition, and Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, GNPC, and GNPC Exploration and Production Company Limited, Exproco, and Talo Ghana Limited, and Cosmos Energy Ghana AC, and Cosmos Energy and Ghana Investment, and Petrosa Ghana Limited, in accordance with Article 268 of 1992 Constitution, respectfully submitted. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, motion ably moved. Any seconder?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I second the motion for the ratification of the agreement between Ghana government, represented by GNPC, and its subsidiary Exproco, Talo Ghana Limited, Cosmos Energy Ghana, and Petro SA Ghana Limited. Mr. Speaker, the agreement which has been submitted to this August House, we the minority fully support it, but with a concern which we raised at the committee level, that they should look at the agreement, especially with the extension of the agreement. Mr. Speaker, the extension, the existing contract supposed to end in 2034 and 2036. The extension is up to 2040. And before this existing contract was in place, Mr. Speaker, the Act 919 wasn't in place then. So we, the minority, expect that once we've gotten the opportunity for any extension or for any amendment, we have to factor the Act 919 into the contract. Why do I say so? The Act 191 talks about carried interest of 15%. The existing contract, carried interest is 10%. So why don't we factor the Act 919? But we were made to understand that since they are coming to inject about $2 billion capital into it, and then with the drilling of 10 to 20 wells, they need to recoup their investment before they do that. But at 2036, they are going to increase the carried interest to 20%. And Mr. Speaker, by 2036, the end of the productive livelihood of these hydrocarbons will be declining by then. So that has been one of our concerns. And then the second concern deals with the GSA, that's the gas sales agreement. Mr. Speaker, the gas sales agreement, we are going to offset the debt with corporate income tax. And our worry is, are we not opening the floodgate for other entities also to ask the state that when you are having an agreement with me or with us, you need to have a security guarantee of the CIT, which is a major issue. That's what we raised. But the minister was able to explain other things to us. But Mr. Speaker, on the minority side, these two concerns are something we want this House to look at. For not opening the floodgate, for other entities also to be on us, and then the agreement to also factor the Act 919 into it. With these two concerns, Mr. Speaker, the minority support the ratification for this agreement. Thank you.
Very good observations. Thank you very much. Yes. Yes, honourable member, you have the floor.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. As I rise to contribute to this motion before us, the agreement between GNPC, as has already been indicated, Tullow Ghana, Cosmos Energy, and Investment Petrocel Ghana Limited. Right Honourable Speaker, I believe that this extension couldn't have come at a better time than now, as we strive to ensure energy stability, especially with regards to gas production. Right Honourable Speaker, the intention of this government has been clear from day one, that gas is a just energy that must be pursued, because, Right Honourable Speaker, it saves this country a lot of money. Right Honourable Speaker, I'm very much happy about this agreement because of the immense benefits it brings to this great country of ours. Right Honourable Speaker, in the report on page 5, paragraph 4.5, Right Honourable Speaker, with your leave, I would want to highlight some of the importance we will get from this. This agreement, Right Honourable Speaker, is sure to reduce gas price by 18% and increase volume, gas volume, Right Honourable Speaker, from 100 million scf to 130 million scf, with the potential of adding another 50 million scf of gas, which will increase GNPC's. And also, Right Honourable Speaker, another thing that is worth noting is that GNPC's interest is increased by an additional 10% in this agreement, making in all, bringing the total to 22.5. I think we need to comment and commend the partners for this benefit that is bringing to this country of ours. Right, Honorable Speaker, we're talking about an injection of $2 billion. Right, Honorable Speaker, and a drilling of at least, right, Honorable Speaker, we're talking about 10 wells. And the impact, the benefit in the gas value chain that we stand to benefit from this agreement, right, Honorable Speaker, is one that we can celebrate. But most important, right, Honorable Speaker, for the record, this country stands to benefit. The value of Ghana from the extended field life is projected to yield, right, Honorable Speaker, $374 million to this state. And increased production volumes and prolonged revenues, and about $255 million in support of gas savings. So, right, Honorable Speaker, I believe there is enough justification to support this agreement, and I plead and call on the House, both sides, to support this agreement, which would eventually yield to the benefit of this great country of ours. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Darko Mensah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this great opportunity. Mr. Speaker, I believe that as the position was mentioned by the ranking member, this side virtually supports this project. Mr. Speaker, we know for a fact that not until 2036, Ghana will still hold 10%. It's only up to after 2036 that we'll get an additional 10%. And then we have a paid interest of 2.2 if we have the money to pay for it. So we shouldn't box it up and make it look as if we are getting 22% immediately. This will happen after 2036. Mr. Speaker, the other issue is that the investment that is going to be made is about $2 billion. And Mr. Speaker, we know that the gold that is sold in this country, small-scale mines alone, is $10 billion. So I believe that the investment they are going to make is not anything extraordinary. And I want us to start having this mindset that we should start looking at the possibility of Ghanaians ourselves doing these investments and making those monies for this country in full. Mr. Speaker, if you also look at some of the gains that they say we are going to get, that comes to about 374 million. Mr. Speaker, you compare 374 million to 10 billion, clearly, it's nothing to write home about. It's nothing.
And therefore, I believe that we should look at the possibility of Ghanaians doing this on our own, or if it's not GMPC, other Ghanaians raising the money to do this investment. Because, Mr. Speaker, we all know that not until 2007 when oil was discovered in Ghana, at that time, Ghana was had not discovered oil. But currently, Ghana has been direct, and therefore anybody investing in this country knows that the possibility of getting oil or discovering oil is high. And therefore the negotiations, I believe that even though we are negotiating something that is starting 2026 today, gives a lot of advantage to the Talos, to the Cosmos, to Petro SA in negotiating